Oh shit, I'm live. You see, that's why I don't like this shit. This one right here is crazy. Again. Oh shit, I'm live. You see, that's why I don't like this shit. This one right here is crazy. Yo, why do I hear myself? How come I hear myself? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Yo, why do I hear myself? I put it on mute by mistake. I don't. They told me the YouTube says when I turn the camera off, the video I watch it says just turn the camera off. It'll come. It'll automatically put my avatar up. I turn it off and it's not doing it. So I don't know what the fuck's up. Street Queen, salute. Y'all got. I got audio now, right? Look. See, I can see. I could see y'all in the y'all coming in and shit like that. Salute to everybody. Hey yo, yesterday I say shit. Y'all niggas was eating that shit up. Sexy J and Uncle Ralph. Salute. I didn't mean no disrespect and shit throwing y'all in there, but I was just freestyling off the top of my head, and I'm like, oh. Afterwards, I'm like, damn, I should have maybe sent them a message or something. You heard? But no disrespect. Jess, salute. You heard? I am. So I was just listen. John's been on. John's been around for a few months already, right? And and he's been trying to get his subs up and acting nicely and just coming around wasn't doing it. So you know what I'm saying? I figure I'm like, yo, just follow my lead. And look, he gained like 15 subscribers. Now he could go live. Well, Green Eyes, salute. Hey, yo, Green Eyes, yesterday, I don't know if you tried to type in my chat yesterday, but my bad. When I took all the wrenches, yo, no disrespect. Just the females are gonna have wrenches, you heard? So there's no disrespect. Everybody, all the guys, even my friends, don't got wrenches, you heard? So it's not nothing, it's not no disrespect to nobody, you heard? But when I took the wrenches yesterday, oh no, you got a wrench, so you would have been able to type, you heard? You would have been able to type, but like I said, I just because there's too much going on with the wrenches, you heard? Somebody blocked everybody. Somebody blocked everybody from my shit yesterday, and I was like, that shit was annoying. I was like, what the fuck? But I figured it out. You heard? Ain't no hard feelings, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But now you good. You good. That shit was just fucking me up. Like I was listening to you. Hold on a second, y'all. I was listening to. I kept reading your comments, and that shit was throwing me off. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, for real. Let me see if I can do something, because I don't like this camera shit being on. It's all love, though, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I know that sometimes I do understand the whole God thing, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get into that, and then, you know what I'm saying, you just feel like you got to do, and not feel like it, it just comes naturally. You're just trying to spread that shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean shit by disrespect, but I understand where you're coming from. You heard? Respectfully, my voice. Hey, yo, David, salute. Let me see if I can figure this green shit. Hey, yo, West Coast Jets, look when I turn my camera off. See? I, uh, I, I looked it up on YouTube and it said the same thing. Turn off the camera and the avatar comes up automatically. And I'm like, I did that yesterday, and I just did it now again. It's not working. But we're gonna I'm gonna show you some. See if I can show you some pictures. You heard? Hopefully, uh, hopefully, look, check it out. Oh shit, I like that. Look, I should do that, huh? That's fire right there. You heard? This is me and my boys. Oh, you can't even see that one. That's me and Aliana. You heard? I like that one. Because it's all in the pic. Yo, this is new to me. This is really new to me, you heard? Huepa. Orgullo de los dos. You heard? Yo, hit the like button for me, please, and thank y'all. Yo, it's cold as a motherfucker outside. This morning it was 19, but with the wind chill, it felt like 16, I think, 14 or 16 or some shit like that. And I'm like, to Alabama, that's crazy. You heard? It is. It's crazy for us. Yo, I hope John did the, John, if you listening from the bushes, I hope you did the 24-hour countdown thing, you heard? Because you're going to think you're going to go live and that shit's going to tell you 24 hours. You're going to be mad as a motherfucker. You heard? Excuse my language. Yo, I was eating that shit up yesterday, and somebody came into the chat yesterday, and I was, and her comment made me just blow it up, because I'm like, they probably clipping these shits, and they can clip it, because I got the whole shit recorded, you heard? So they don't try to go into, they don't try to use that shit against me somewhere, you heard? Yo, Green Eyes, I always eat, you heard? Respectfully. I went to the gym and all that. Hey, yo, Sexy J, afterwards, I thought about it. I'm like, I shouldn't have did that. You heard? I shouldn't have did that. My apologies to you and Uncle Ralph. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I said I blew that shit up, too, because I started to think, I'm like, damn, I should have asked them. I should have even humbled, but I was in the middle of that shit, and like I said, if I didn't, y'all would have been able to tell from the jump if I'd have just been on some regular shit. You know, shout out to Sage for letting me be messy over there, because I'm not trying to be messy over here. Even though yesterday I did another live, the chat, the chat, y'all was wild. Not y'all. I know the trolls was wilding out and shit like that. But afterwards, when they blocked me, not blocked me, when they blocked all my supporters, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And that shit, I shouldn't have went live. I should have just unblocked everybody and just left it like that. Pretty taste salute. But I'm like, nah, that whoever was blocking people in my shit, they're gonna have to, I want them to know, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather them be pissed off than me, you heard? G-Mama, salute. Hey, yo, whoever turned on the subscribers mode, I turned that shit off because I heard that when you do a vertical, it's better to have it off. You heard? So no disrespect. I appreciate you trying to look out and stuff like that. When y'all see the live, when you guys see the live, the way it looks weird, like with the brown in the background, and just it looks different than my other lives. It's not this picture. It's not this picture. When y'all see it with the brown in the back, that means it's a vertical live. You heard? I know y'all trying to look out for me and shit like that, but I'm like, damn, that shit, I turned it off and stuff. So there's no disrespect to whoever did that. You heard? Yo, look when I turned the camera off. This some bullshit. You heard? Hit the like button, Irv. Hit the like button. I know you in here. You see what you get, Irv? You see what you get? Hit the like button. I'm not even going to be messy. You heard? I was about to. You see how quick it is to go down the rabbit hole? That's a fact. Yo, it's freezing everywhere. Even here. I'm not used to that shit no more. Like, I am used to it. Yo, hashtag dirty sector. John, this is the first one. I'm about to do the 10-minute segment on you. You heard? Yo, John's good peoples. Yo, Virgo child, salute. I appreciate you pulling up. Virgo came in here messy as fuck already. Hey, yo. Yo, look. He's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Nah, you see, the minute I try being nice to him, he already looks towards the SNACKs. Because if I say that word, he's like, look, I'm about to do this. Oh, here we go. There's another, that same shit popped up again. Watch. Watch. Hold on. Oh, I like that I don't have to be in the camera. Respectfully. Afrentado. Get out of here. Hey, I lost my train of thought. I'm not used to that shit no more. Like, it's so hot here all year round that usually around this time of year, last year I posted a short today with my dog. That was the snow last year. That was the snow last year that we got in the same time, January. If you look, let me tell you something. The the harness that he has on now, well, he don't have it on now, but the harness that he has, that's his old harness. His new harness broke on me. I just ordered another one. His new harness right here. I don't know if you guys see this shit. That shit broke, but I used to hang his leash there. Yo, I left him in here and gone and done and worked and did all that shit, come back home, and he's been fine. That he don't mess with the leash or nothing. I went to throw the garbage out. I'm talking about maybe a minute and a half, and I come back and he had fucking chewed the whole clip off his leash. So if you look at the short that I posted, I had to add on a little clip until I got his new leash and shit like that. I'm like, yo, watch people start walling me up for having a fucked up leash on that nigga. You heard? Oh yeah, I forgot. There you go. 10 minutes on John John. Okay, my bad again. You see, good looking out. John John's good, mad, good people. You heard? No, he is. He is. Respectfully, he is. We've been friends for a long time, a little bit over 30 years. He was in my wedding. He was. You know what I'm saying? We've been through all kinds of shit together. Been locked up together. But he's a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he does clumsy shit and shit like that. But I don't have to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? He'll show you himself. But nah, he's good people. You know what I'm saying? He's about his family and friends. And this YouTube shit sometimes, people get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? That breakup to makeup shit, to most people that shit's cool. But sometimes you cross a line and you can never come back from. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain lines. I might be able to be cordial with people, but when certain shit, it's just some stuff that you just and for him, he finds it weird. Like it's like, wait a minute. And I do understand him, but I tell him all the time, like, yo, you gotta put that shit to the side, bro. You gotta keep it pushing it. Like I said, he said he had the YouTube channel for a long ass time. But he never really interacted, especially with the dirty sector. So all this stuff to talk shit to somebody and then to be friends with them, that's cool, but not to where when you violating, you know what I'm saying, especially kids. And he feels like a certain person. I really don't want to, you know what I'm saying. He feels like a certain person should apologize for saying he was grooming his kid for, you know what I'm saying, and that person didn't. So he's on his like, fuck that, you know what I'm saying. But salute to him. He is a good pops. John, you know my address. That shit better come within 3 business days. And it better not be one of them Chromebooks from school, you heard? Nah, I could do everything from the phone though. I do editing, all that shit. I just be somebody told me the other day, it was like, yo, CapCut, get you the $20 CapCut shit, download CapCut. And I'm like, I already got CapCut and the shit's free. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if paying for it, you could have more storage, but I don't need that shit. I just delete the fucking video as soon as I post the shit, you know? Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? But y'all holding it down. I don't blame, yo, mad people telling me, yo, I didn't send the kids to school. I didn't send the kids to school. Like New York City people, people from New York City and down. My people's from like Rochester, Buffalo. Yo, I'm telling you, that's a regular shit every year over there. It's regular over there. Every year, I'm telling you, the bus stop for fuck, that shit is crazy. Sometimes, if the kids qualify to get on the bus stop will be 2 or 3 blocks away. It's like, yo, I remember back in the days, your bus used to go to all the cribs and pick them up. You're gonna make these kids, if you gotta go to work, right? If you gotta be at work at 6 in the morning, or some people work even overnight, your kid would have to walk to the bus stop by themselves. You gotta make the bus stop might be 2 blocks away, and it's fucking 1 degree outside. I remember it being -3, and I'm like, I'd be late as hell to work. I have to wait right outside the bus stop with the kids. You know what I'm saying? So they be in the car nice and warm and shit like that. To have them kids being out there just sitting in that cold ass weather. Sometimes the bus comes late, 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, and they just gotta sit out there. No, that shit is crazy. But they're used to that. You know what I'm saying? They are used to it, respectfully. Yo, my sister, my mother lived downstairs. They lived in a crib, right? My mother had the downstairs apartment. My sister had the upstairs apartment. So my mother had custody of my daughter, Nikia, right? Kia and my sister's kids used to have to walk to school because they were just outside of the they would they lived just close enough to where they wouldn't. How was it? The bus wouldn't pick them up. They wouldn't pick them up, and the walk was a little distance, and they had to do it. They had to do it. My sister used to be at work. Everybody used to be at work. They had to get on the bus and go to school. And my nephew was a little old. My nephew and Nikia were a little bit older, so they were able to go with the smaller ones and shit like that. But it's crazy. For like that shit is crazy, and you would think in New York City that shit would be shut down. And anywhere from New York City down, like y'all don't be ready for that kind of cold. Nicole, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Top shots here, top shots, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Top shots, you know what happened yesterday? Right? I told you, right? I've been said I was gonna clean the channel. I've been cleaning it up. But I took a break yesterday and went live on StreamYard instead of this vertical. Yo, I went live and you know, everybody came in, we was having a good time. As soon as I finished that live, I don't know what I went to. I went to get John's link to drop to share it. Sir Valentino, salute. Yo, everybody, I'm talking about all you guys. Top Shots, Sir Valentino, King Tro, Mac, Mean, DBN, everybody. Somebody went and blocked everybody. And I'm almost positive it was that 212 person because when I went and looked, I took that wrench. No, I didn't. My bad. Sometimes I'm just talking, so I'm not reading the chat. You heard? I am looking at it, but I'm not. That's why I said my bad, yo. Because when I start going on a spill, I just forget about the chat for a second. I just be rambling. You heard? Yeah, Green Eyes. That's a fact. Nah, usually that just started happening yesterday for real, cause everybody had a wrench. Everybody had a wrench. So how you gonna unless a big wrench can a big wrench yeah, a big wrench could do time out a small wrench. But the females don't be timing people out like that. You heard? And yeah, you was black too. Shots, you was black. DBN, everybody. I'm talking about every single body was black. Yeah, I know you don't give a damn about the wrenches. I already know this. I know this, but there was a point where certain people were having wrenches, you know what I'm saying? And then they would, you know what I'm saying? They was hitting other people, and some trolls are good trolls, you know what I'm saying? Some good trolls that be around and shit, been around for years, you know what I'm saying? And they were getting clapped and shit like that, so it was just one of those, fuck it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a fact, somebody did that yesterday. But thankfully, they went on such a big rampage. See, I was thinking about that shit, right? if I was to do something like that, I would never do that anyways. But I'm thought about it like, why make it so obvious? I would start with people that they wouldn't even notice, like, just chat people first that are not, here and there. You know what I'm saying? I would have started with them, and then work, slowly but surely, gradually did the shit. I think they felt like, oh, he's about to take my wrench any minute, so let me go on a fucking on a massacre. Somebody said that yesterday. You heard? Sage, salute. Hey, yo, Sage, I appreciate you letting me, you know what I'm saying? Go over there and do what I did, you heard? We got his subs up. He's been around for a few months. That's a fact, Nicole. That same person that was in King Troll shit unblocking, that's the same person that did it, you heard? Think salute. Hey, Sage, yesterday I didn't have to. I appreciate you letting me do that shit over there, you heard? Because like I said, I've been trying to be on that messy stuff. You heard? Yo, why YouTube told me? YouTube, the video said, all I gotta do is turn the camera off. All right, check this out, Sage. New Jersey J, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. That's crazy. But it's nothing. All I gotta do is this now. You heard? It's freezing out there. It's freezing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's freezing out here in Alabama, and I'm like, Mobile is right on the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of America. It's right on the Gulf of America. So that shit is like way down here. You heard? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Hit the like button for me. You heard? On your way in, just tap that shit. That shit free. Share me out. This is a vertical. You heard? I'm not really. These verticals are kind of weird, but I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I did peep. Shout out to Tina with love. She also she told me it's 17 degrees. You see? It's any season. Let me say that. It's any season. You heard? Love told me to do. I was wondering. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Do it private, like do a live. Or everybody's gonna see it and then put it on private. Like I'm like, and just fuck with shit. No, but I noticed that it says when it says audience, it says private. I think it says or unlisted, and then it says underneath, people with the link that have the link will be able to pull up. It's yo, that my neck is on hibernation. You heard? You heard? No, look, Jess. Check it out. YouTube, the video I watched, it says to turn the camera off, and it showed me where, and then I asked you on your live, and you said the same thing, but it doesn't. You see, it's a black screen, right? I see a black screen, or is it just me? Nah, I see it on the TV. It's a black screen. I don't know. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Oh, you see an avatar? Oh, I didn't see OG Sunny. OG Sunny, salute. I appreciate you pulling up. You heard? That's what's up. I appreciate that, man. Big Brooklyn, you heard? Big Brooklyn. Hey, yo, Topside, leave my neck alone. You heard? My neck has done nothing to you. Yeah, the avatar. No, yeah, that's a green screen. I'm saying though, if I turn the camera off, you're supposed to be able to see my avatar. You know what I'm saying? And look, it doesn't pop up. I don't know what's going on with my shit. I have to go like this and get up out the frame. You know what I'm saying? So I can see the avatar. You heard? I'm about to show you some pictures. Look at my son when he was in football. This is my oldest through my marriage. You know, through my old marriage. Yo, I was an assistant coach. That's a fact. I love that shit, man. I used to make him get up Saturday morning, and I used to have this big old punching bag. You heard? I used to make him get up and get busy, like tackle that shit. He was like the number one sacker. That's a fact. I like that. You don't just pictures don't be popping up. But if I'd really start pushing pictures and shit like that, I thought the camera roll was gonna come up behind it. You heard? Hey, Plaga, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Shitting in the shack. Shout out to Street Queen. You heard? Shout out to Lansky too. Yo, last night I almost went to bed and I need doing that little show on Sage's joint. I forgot to set up the live. I almost went to bed without setting up the live. I was like, oh shit, the last minute I did that shit. Facts. I figured I'm like, let me just come out and say it, because if I don't say that I'm joking, then I don't care if like the dirty sector they can run with it for a few days. Like that's not my issue. Why? Chilling with love, salute. I was like, but I was thinking, I'm like, nah, the other people. Let me say, not only to so they can be like, damn, but at the same time, I'm sure that the first thing they were thinking is, let me clip that. I'm gonna use this shit against him. Bro, that shit's been my avatar for years already. You heard? You heard? Oh, you was taking that shit. Oh, you was mad because I was joking? Yeah, I know y'all. I know most of y'all got your popcorn. I know y'all got your popcorn and y'all was watching that shit like a novela. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Yo, my bad though. But listen, like I said, he's been out here for a couple months and he's been needing those subscribers. I think he came in here with like 38 subscribers. And it took him that long to get those subscribers, and I'm like, just follow my lead. He's like, all right. Pero then afterwards, he was like, yo. He was like, I'm wondering why the fuck you saying all these lies. And I'm like, these people, you see how they were eating that shit up, right? Divian salute. Tio Fuetazo in the building. OG, what up? Oh. Hey, yo. Nah, no snowman. Yo, that's what I was about to say, Pretty Tay. I posted a short, and you're gonna see some snow in that short. That was last year, and that was the beginning. That was when it first started. We got a lot of snow last year that they've never seen over here. Like the plumber? Yo, that's what they call me though. Respectfully, they call me the plumber, and I know how, and I do electrical, not even plumbing, but I do plumbing too. You heard? Let me stop. This. No, why pause? Why pause? Who has the tubing that you know what I'm saying? Not guys. Women do. Respect to the ladies, you heard? Roto-Rooter, what is it? Roto-Rooter action, you heard? Yo, listen to this. Years ago, this was like in the early 2000s, I was chilling with my boy Eddie, John, and my brother-in-law Rick. We was chilling outside, we was having some drinks and shit like that. And one of my boy Eddie's friends rode by on a motorcycle, right? He rode by on a motorcycle, and he seen Eddie. We were standing outside and shit. He saw Eddie sitting out there, and he was like, he stopped. He came, he turned the motorcycle around, came, pulled up. Hey, what up, what up? So we was drinking out there. I was like, yo, you know how to pop wheelies? He was like, yeah. We were on a one-way street. We were on a one-way street where the street was coming like this towards us. The one-way was this way, and they were redoing the street at that. So the whole road was gravel. So he stopped. He has like a shot, I think it was. He had a shot or something. I'm like, yo, you know how to do wheelies? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, put arms. I said, put arms. There was mad kids outside and shit like that. Dude goes up the one way, right? The right way, and then he turns around and comes down the wrong, like against the traffic, and he pops a wheelie. The shit's about to come down, and he pops it back up. And when he popped it back up, mind you, the street goes into a main road. When he went to pop it up the second time, on the gravel, the shit went sideways. The bike, him and the bike, went right onto this road called Monroe Avenue, and the motorcycle went right into a roto-rooter van, one of those trucks. Now you say that, that's reminding me of that shit. I asked John about that shit. That shit was crazy, and he fucked up his whole motorcycle, and he had to go to the hospital. His whole side was ripped and leaking, son, bad. I'm like, oh my God, it was my fault because I asked him to do a wheelie, respectfully. Nah, I'm not calling him that. Yo, hit the like button for me, y'all. Yo, I gotta say this though, right? Yesterday when I started walling up, John, John's been in a couple flicks. I don't remember what. It might have been a show. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple scenes and shit like that, right? So I'm thinking he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, catch on, and he did. He caught on. He caught on, and he just didn't. He didn't think I was gonna go crazy like that. He had his kid with him, and he was somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So to him, he was telling me, he was like, I couldn't even be. You should have told me that shit. I just went, you know what I'm saying, somewhere where I can bark back. And I'm like, you got your subs up though. You heard? Shout out to everybody that subbed up. You know, I'll probably go live later on my StreamYard and shit like that. I don't know. Oh damn! I meant to. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. I wonder if it's the same thing. What's the difference between going live, doing a vertical here? I unsubscribed too. You heard? Nah. What's the difference between going vertical here and on StreamYard? Do I know the difference? Give me a second, yo. I'm still here. I'm pouring me something to drink. Yo, Earth, hit that like button, B. Stop being a hater. Yeah, you can go vertical on StreamYard. When you setting up the live, it gives you an option to do either landscape or vertical, or it's named something like that, and then and it also gives you the option to do both at the same time. I never do both. I always do the regular StreamYard and shit like that. But I know you can do vertical. I can change it to vertical, but I don't know what's the difference. When when I set up the vertical on YouTube, it says invite people or invite guests, but I turned that shit off. I didn't turn it on. If I turn it on, I think you can, but I think it's only one person at a time. Is it still snowing? Are you guys still getting mad snow or not? That's a fact. Hit the like button for me, please, and thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Really? Oh, it stopped. Aren't you guys supposed to get more snow? I heard something yesterday. I seen somebody say that there's another it's calling for more snow maybe in a couple of days, maybe the weekend. See? Everything's coming. Another snowstorm coming? Yeesh. Yo, there you go, Tay. See? Blessings to y'all, man. Y'all, if y'all haven't and you guys already got mass snow, don't wait till the weekend to go and panic, because people are panicking over that shit. Go and get y'all stuff, you heard? Nah, come on, shots. BK718, salute. Shots is bugging. That's a fact. Y'all see how he sits? I did. I removed it. This is a vertical, B. I'm trying to be on some chill shit. Not no, you know what I'm saying? That was wild. Hey, yo. Respectfully. I don't understand. Look, I turn it off and the shit doesn't come up. But it's cool. What I'll do next time when I do a vertical, I'll just set the phone down, you heard? And just be like this. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, you heard? Put my earbuds in or put my headset on, you heard? That's a fact. I don't like that you can't see the size though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how it looks. Yeah, you can only see a little bit of like the kids and shit. I don't like that. Nah, who you talking to? I'm confused. I'm not reading. I am, but I'm not. Because I know y'all have your own little conversation going on. Who's a pastor? Who's the pastor? I don't. If you're talking to me, I just don't see the point of making that known in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Especially when there's a guy up here that's, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand what's the to let people know that you know what I'm saying? That shit is like, nah, hell no. Listen, I know I need Jesus in my life. You heard? I know it, but that doesn't make me a pastor. You heard? I just find there's mad ladies in here, and that's just mad disrespectful. Respectfully, that's mad disrespectful. Like I wouldn't want my daughter to be in here, or one of my kids to be in here, my mother or my sister, and you say some shit like that. You heard? Respectfully. And there's other women in here that I feel like, amen. You heard? I feel like that's just you be violating like that. But not here. Not especially on the vertical. I'm trying to be on some chill shit. You heard? Just say amen. Yo, don't make me go and order that shit from Amazon. You're gonna make me get in trouble. I think I got a button, a black button down. I'm gonna give me a white piece of joint and I'll put it there. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, not Monday, morning chat with Reverend Henny. You heard? Yo, shots. Don't get put. Somebody will put you on the express bus here. You heard? There's an express bus that comes by every 15 minutes. You know that? Do you know that? Do you know there's an express bus that goes by every 15 minutes? Do you know that? It's about to come in. 14 minutes. It comes back around. You heard? You just missed it. I'm serious. Watch. You keep it up. We're gonna send you right to your page. You heard? I'm fucking with you, Shots. I fuck with you. Nah, don't do that, Shots. I didn't even violate you. Shout out to Mama Shots. You heard? Mama Shots. She like when I've heard her like talk to me, you know what I'm saying? She's good peoples. You know what I'm saying? I always respect elders and shit like that. I'll make it. Yeah, I know you would. I know you'll make my avatar do some crazy stuff. Don't do that, bro, because you see my avatar has my kids in them and shit like that. You make her say some crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I didn't. That was I posted a short. That was last January. We did get snow last January, which was crazy because that was when it first started snowing. Uh, a few hours later, there was mass snow down here. I was like, what the hell? No, but it's Nicole, it is freezing here though. Like I'm saying, it's just not. Yo, I'm telling you, people have blankets on their bushes, like their hedges out front. People got blankets and then they got straps holding that shit in place because it's been kind of windy too. Crucial. That's a fact. I don't want no snow over here. I'm telling you, y'all gonna mess up some little kids. Oh mom, look, I got made a nice snowman. Or they're gonna run inside and be like, come outside, look at the snowman. And then when they come outside, the snowman's gonna be in pieces. I mean, we walking away like, fuck out of here. Yo, put that shots. Yo, you know who else they blocked yesterday? Halo. Whoever did that blocking shit is going to hell. You heard? I'm just saying, Halo be putting the little emoji with the halo, and for y'all to whoever, if y'all listening, if y'all you're going on the express bus too, hit the like button for me. You heard? Laugh. What you mean? Oh my god. Yo, OG's in the chat trying to put people in the trick bag because Shots is doing these little cartoon videos and making them, you know what I'm saying, do all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. Respectfully, you're not you're not putting me in the trick bag. The Shots, don't get them like that. You hit the cash app. You over here advertising your business and shit like that. You heard? Fuck you mean? Yo, after he makes that the cartoon for you, he's gonna send it to you with an invoice. Watch, and then if you don't pay him, don't open a DM. Don't open a DM. Watch. Yeah, he's over here biting more than he can chew. Unpause. Salute, Slopcast. What you mean I got cocky? That's a fact. Oh. Chrissy Boo, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a phone call. Hold on. Um, I'm supposed to go to PR in April. Well, I'm going to PR in April, if God willing. You heard? I'll go live from over there. Facts. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go live from when I get over there. You heard? I don't know when in April yet, but I'm going respectfully. Last year, we thought about going, but it was kind of last minute, so we ended up going to Florida to see my aunt and my cousin and shit like that in Kissimmee. Well, no, in Orlando, but we stayed in Kissimmee. Our Airbnb was in Kissimmee. This year we're gonna go to PR. Facts. I'll do a live from over there, from the beach. You heard? Hey yo, Slapcast, don't do that. Salute. Maximus, salute. You heard? Don't do that. Everybody has a wrench in here. Respectfully. Not everybody. The females have got wrenches. You heard? Don't be a hater. Hey yo, Slapcast, I had you gas yesterday too, you heard? You was in that chat, you was going crazy. You was going crazy, you heard? You was. And that shit was all, we was just joking just to get my man's numbers up, you heard? But look, cause you're saying that I took all the black people rents. You're trying to race bait. Fuck out of here. That's crazy to say I took all the black people's renters, you heard? There you go, G Mama. Appreciate you saying that. You see? That's not nice to say, yo. Ah, come on. Not the art poppy, son. Come on, Capo. Look, Virgo Child, salute. Appreciate you. Capo, that's crazy. Not the art poppy, son. Capo, I always rock with you, look, Capo, I always rock with you, son. And the art poppy is crazy. I hope you have a wonderful day, Virgo Child. Um, um, here comes the ums, you heard? I definitely listen. I tried to not there you go, another You see what y'all did? You see what y'all doing to me? Y'all got me stuttering over here. Oh my god. Shots. You bugging, Shots. It's cold outside. This is what happens when it's cold outside and we stuck in the crib. You heard? Shit was going down like this too when the pandemic was going on. Y'all know the vibes. It was going down just like this with the pandemic. People, listen, when you stuck in the house sometimes for a few days, you start to get a little frustrated. You do. You start to get a little frustrated, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all want me to do a StreamYard? When I finish this, y'all want me to do a StreamYard? And forget to wiggle them shits, you heard? Oh, Maximus is been around, I guess. I thought it was like a new person. That's why I didn't even. That's why it was like, yo, salute. Yo, I'm saying, you see what happens when all that snow happens? Y'all done took a quick left. That shit went quick. That shit, you guys slid left. You heard? You guys slid left. You guys hydroplaned left. You heard? For real. Um, I don't. Yo, I was gonna say something today too, and I forgot about it. That's why I be writing shit down sometimes, and I forgot to write that shit. I was like, now I remember, and I didn't remember nothing. You heard? So we freestyled it. You know, my dog just tore his food up. I wanted to record him doing that shit so I could do a short. I like the green screen thing though. I ain't gonna front. I like that shit. You heard? I'm gonna get a fire picture for the background. You heard? Watch. Yeah, I had people mad at me yesterday because they, you know what I'm saying? But you see how quick drama draws attention? You see how quick that shit does? Had I went up there and said, yo, somebody sub up, so maybe one or two people would have, maybe a few people. But the minute I went up there on some, because if I, listen, John is the type that if I ask him something, he might be like, nah, I don't want to do that because, all right, then you have to kind of sucker him in there, you heard? I'm like, yo, just follow my lead. He was like, all right. then I went ape shit on him, you heard? um, I can't really. I'm not about to really go back and forth and read, not back and forth, but go back and read every single message you heard. I see y'all talking to you amongst yourselves. So, nah, that's a fact. I don't. Like, listen, I talk to John behind the scenes, respectfully, always have. I do. I do. Have freckles. That's a fact. I could hear that song. You know, as a matter of fact, somebody was just playing that song on their live 2 days ago, I believe it was. You believe what you want, you heard? This is the first live. When I'm done with this live, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to hashtag Dirty Sector. 10 of them. I did the segment today. Everybody, when y'all see John, or when John can't go live yet, I think for 24 hours. But when he does go live, y'all spam his shit. Yo, hope y'all niggas got Henny's fucking laptop, you heard? Hey, yo, come on, son. Stop looking at my face, my nigga. Chill. Because he said it on the live yesterday. Remember we was talking about that yesterday? He said if I do 10 lives with the that was the joke. If I do 10 lives with the hashtag Dirty Sector, he will buy me the laptop, you heard? So we're gonna he spoke that. He put that out in the universe. So we're gonna do that. You heard? And we're gonna hold him accountable. Well, I'm gonna hold him accountable. You heard? I'm gonna report his page mad times if my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with you, shots. I'm fucking with you. Look, I got him on there too. Look, you can see my freckles on there too. You heard? Yeah, if I show you, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's grown. She was born in '97 too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 3 of my kids were born in '97. My oldest daughter, Ivy, if I showed y'all a picture of her, y'all wouldn't believe it. Ralph, salute. Y'all wouldn't believe it. Like, she got mad freckles right here, you heard? Mad freckles. Yeah. In '97, I got 3. I got 3 that year. You heard? I was busy. I was, I was, I didn't have no guidance that year. You heard? Oh shit. 5'7". Yo, I'm the tallest Mexican you ever seen. You heard? What? Hey, yo, I don't know. I don't know if that was an insult, shots, or if that was a compliment. But we're just gonna act like we never said that, or like I never saw it. You heard? I'm just gonna skip over that comment. You heard? Hey, yo, Ralph. Again, listen. I said this shit earlier. Appreciate you pulling up. My apologies for. I should have maybe said something before. Maybe you know what I'm saying? When I was up there going off and I freestyled, I thought of the names that the females' names that first came to my head. You heard that I be seeing in my chat, and unfortunately, Sexy J took a shot. Humble took a shot, and then I couldn't even think of a third person. I couldn't even think of a third person. Now I see names in here, and I'm thinking I'm like, but I was just in the, like, you know what I'm saying. But my apologies for throwing her name in there. I didn't mean no disrespect. You heard? We're just trying to get his numbers up, and he didn't know what was going on. I'm like, yo, just follow my lead. He was like, all right. He was in a facility, in a gym with his kid. So he's like, yo, if you would have told me that, I would have not even went there. I would have, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I can't yell in there. When I go home, my wife is sleeping. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And I just went ape shit on him. So I really caught. If I would have asked him, he would have been down for it. He'd have been like, no, no. Okay. And he keeps asking me to help him with the channel. So I'm like, to get his numbers up. So I'm like, okay, I got you. You heard? I don't need Will Smith to help me, to save me. Did y'all watch that Will Smith joint on National Geographic? He got a special up there where he goes somewhere. I forgot where he went, in Alaska, where it's freezing. Do your thing. Shots, you can listen. You can have the ladies, my man. You heard? You can have them. You can have them respectfully. I can get my own. You heard? Respectfully. Uh, Shots. If you're throwing in direct shots, sometimes they say don't let that shit go over my head. I'm gonna tell you right now that shit went over my head. If you're throwing shots at me and you're telling me to harassment shots, you said his Capo's relentless. If you're throwing indirect shots at me and that shit went over my head, um, don't call me a Matruski sucker, my nigga. You heard? I don't be violating you. You heard? You can have you can have the ladies over there. You heard? Don't be yeah, shots. Don't be slinging Matruskis over here. Respectfully, you heard? I won't get off this live. Facts. Shots, I'll block you, bro. Last time you sent me a link, pause. That shit was a shim. Remember that? I didn't block you. I said, yo, you're walking up. You told me you said, yo, I didn't know. I said, all right. Because when I pulled up, I got to say, the motherfucker was sitting down. He was sitting down. And he looked like a fucking woman, respectfully. But when that motherfucker said, when you guys were in the chat, right? And you guys were saying, yo, you're beautiful and doing all these emojis. And he said, yo, you guys think I'm pretty well? I go come a long way from when I was born a man. And I was like, a man? I started typing mad shit in the chat. Since I was the only one that was typing crazy shit to that motherfucker, yeah, it traumatized me. He started reading my comments. He's like, don't be disrespectful. You obviously been following me if you knew about my life. I'm like, absolutely not. Somebody sent me this link. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, you can, if you go to my page, you can clearly see the bulge. And I'm like, and then I started fucking, you know, the F-bombs and saying all this crazy stuff. And boom, he blocked me. Dude blocked me. Then I hit shots up and I'm like, yo, what kind of shit you on, bro? He's like, yo, Henny, I swear to God, I didn't know nothing. I just seen him as one of my lives. I clicked it and I sent it to you. And I'm like, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But don't you ever, my nigga, like, I'll block you for life. For life. That's it. That's the way it went down. He said he didn't know. I believe him. You know what I'm saying? But the dude did say he was born with a Matruski. Nah, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't go to the motherfucker page or nothing. When he said that, I was like, you're a guy? That was my first. I didn't even type. That was my first joint. I said, you're a guy? Because he looked like a white girl with makeup. The motherfucker looked like a chick, like a white girl. And no disrespect to white girls, you know what I'm saying? But he looked like a white girl. And then he's like, yo, the chat was moving, and it was, you know, people dropping emojis, heart-out emojis, and drooling, and hearts and stuff like that. And he's like, he felt good. He felt good. He was like, oh, y'all think I'm cute and all this shit? And the motherfuckers was like, I come a long way since I was born. I was born a man, and I'm like, oh, you say what? I said, nah. I told Chop Shots, I said, listen, if you see her live, just watch it yourself. I could do my own thing, you heard? Respectfully. Respectfully, shout out to Top Shots, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give him the benefit of the doubt. He has no reason to lie to me, you know what I'm saying? He has no reason to lie to me. And if he did swipe and come across that live and that motherfucker was sitting down, but he did say, if you follow my page, Touch, and that's true. If you follow that motherfucker page, I never went to his page. You heard? I got blocked. I got blocked from talking shit in the chat. Boom, that shit just went back to my Instagram, my like homepage. But he said, if you go on my page, you can clearly see my bulge. That's what he said. I said, ain't this a motherfucker? You heard? That's a fact. And then the chat is like, yo, don't say nothing. No, I went on Ming's live one day. Was it Ming? Yeah, I was on Ming's live one day. And I said the story. And Shots was looking at me like, come on, bro. You know they're going to give me a hard time. And I'm like, why? It's the truth. That's what happened. You say you didn't know about it, right? Then what? You know what I'm saying? I say the shit. I say the story. I say the story respectfully. Oh, my God. Do you see how quick it is to go down the rabbit hole? We was going to talk about weather and freckles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, instead, we're talking about Instead, we're sitting here talking about bulges and shit like that. That's bonkers to me. Oh my God. You see, Shots? If you didn't ask me about my Instagram, I wouldn't have even thought about that. You see? Please don't send me no crazy shit, Shots. I don't want to block you, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even say nothing crazy about you. You called me Matruski sucker on the low, respectfully. I think you did. I don't know. Oh my God. Yo, y'all relentless. It don't matter where y'all go. It don't matter where y'all go. Y'all relentless. Watch, I'm gonna get a fire background pic. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get something fire back there, you heard? Hey John, if you're in the business, I hope you're on Walmart.com right now, you heard? I like talking shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking shit, but I don't enjoy like the real craziness and shit like that. Like that shit that I did last night, I don't like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that shit was just joking around. You guys are a trip sometimes, you heard? Shots, you going live today? Shots, you going live? What you mean you might? Yes or no? Do a stream yard. Let me take that back for real because I don't want to tell you to do a stream yard and then you think I'm gonna pull up and participate in that shit and I'm not. You heard? And then be like, damn, nigga, you told me to do a stream yard, you ain't even pull up. You heard? I'm just being funny and shit like that. Copy. Copy. I'm saying though, you want me to do a stream yard? I'll do a stream yard. I'll do that shit right now. Yo, I thought to myself, I'm like, watch Drop God come in and type, yeah. And I Drop God did it. You did it, BK718. Oh shit. Tasha, how you gonna come in here and try to wind me up and say I got this Batman Joe and all this stuff, right? Joe, you know that's bread though, right, Shots? When it snows, I don't know what kind of neighborhood you live in and shit like that, but you can go door to door, bro, and they'll pay you to supposed to. Salute to you, you heard? Stay safe and warm out there. Hey, Shots, you can make some money. I remember when I was young, I used to make bread off of that shit. And my kid, AJ and Christian, they used to make money off that shit too. Dead ass. Dead ass. I may come back home with $160, $200. I'm like, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means. You heard? Josh, don't take shots at me, bro. I didn't come. My life wasn't to take shots at nobody. I'm not taking shots on nobody. You paid 100. You got a long ass driveway. Y'all remember? I remember I used to go to houses, right? Yo, right? I used to go to cribs to shovel their driveways, not driveways, from their porch. Back in the day though, from their porch and that little sidewalk that went to the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So they can come out of the house or even to the driveway. You know what I'm saying? So they can get in the car. But that's it. You know, I charged maybe like $10. I don't know, maybe 20. I remember one time, dude was like, "I give you." He was like $10 or $15 or some shit like that. Like, but he was like, "Get the whole driveway." Man, that driveway was bigger than a motherfucker. That shit was wild long, and then at the end, it had a shed back there, and then that shit opened up. I'm like, "Sir, $15? Nah. I'll do that shit from the porch to the sidewalk, and that's it. For you, I'm doing all that. You gotta give me at least 60, respectfully." Yes, to do that long ass driveway. Yeah, nah, hell no. The $10, $15. Oh, so now I have a fucking now I look like a dummy to you, sir? Nah, I was trying to look out for you, you know? Fuck that, I'm out of there. $100. Oh, you said your shit is a 4-car joint? They only wanted 20. Oh shit, salute to you, Ralph. You heard? Salute to you. You made their day. You heard? Respectfully, you made their day. That's fire though. Sometimes that keeps them going. You know what I'm saying? It shows them that there's still good people out there. You know what I'm saying? And it sometimes you do mad shit. And you're like, this shit's not even worth it. This is not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there made them think like, oh shit. And I'm not gonna front. Like even when my sons was doing that shit, that he'd be like, I used to tell him, don't be charging the man crazy, because then the people are gonna be like, no. He used to come back with like, yo, this person gave me this much. It did kind of like the same thing. You know, this person gave me a $10 tip. This person gave us both $5 tip. You know what I'm saying? After they paid already. I'm like, they hustlers. Get money. Get that money. You know what I'm saying? And some of these kids nowadays, respectfully, be mad lazy. Just want to stay in the house. Yo, I remember when I used to be in school, I used to be, even my kids, they want to come home and go outside. Can I go outside and play with the bike? Can I go outside and do this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, can we go to the parks and play baseball? Can we? Deadass, I got so many videos and pictures and shit like that. Even with Aliana and Zaya, the two younger ones. Like, take them to the park. Yo, in 2022, I think, or 2023, I remember I was at, my boy, I forgot what, my boy gave me some baseball bats, mini baseball bats for like kids. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna take the kids to the baseball park. And at the baseball park, they had a bunch of like, people be hitting the balls mad far and they didn't go get them. Like real baseballs. So I got them shits. I remember, yo, Zaya is 4 years older than Aliana. Listen, I pitch a ball to Zaya. He missed strikeout he strike out every time. I pitched that shit to Aliana. She was younger. She was smaller. Yo, I pitched it to her. Bing! She fucking almost hit me in the face. That's why they wear those shit. Yo, like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, she hit that shit. She got a way better swing than Isaiah, respectfully. And she's younger. Oh, man. They say it's freezing over there. $5 or $10 was a lot of money in 92, 93, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You do enough for them. You got a few dollars in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? It is freezing. It is freezing because it's cold over here. You know what I'm saying? It's real cold over here. Not anymore. It's kind of like 40 now, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. cold enough though. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wait till the next month is over and shit like that, and then we start getting spring weather. But the only thing I don't like is when it gets summertime. Because, yo, listen, Cinco de Mayo over here, that's my oldest daughter's birthday is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, right? By May 5th, we're already in t-shirts, like, t-shirts and early morning, we can go outside in t-shirts already. By 11, 12 o'clock, it's already hot. And then in the evening, a t-shirt again and shit. You could wear jeans and stuff like that. But after May, it's like an oven outside constantly. You go outside, listen, you can take a shower, have shorts on, have a tank top on, and just go outside to the mailbox. And come right back, you're already mad. Like, as soon as you come outside, you know when you open the oven, when you're making up and and shit like that? You know how that heat hits you? That's exactly how it feels like when you go outside. That shit be too fucking hot. If y'all notice, I'm just trying to talk about random stuff, right? Because the like it's like oh shit. Nicole, the other day, 2 days ago, it was 68 degrees outside 2 days ago. And then the next day, very next morning, it was like fucking 29 or some shit like that. This morning, it said 19, but it felt like 14 or 16. I don't remember. Trooper, salute, man. Appreciate you pulling up. You heard? I hope you having a good time over there. You staying over there, Trooper? Like for good? Or you just sounds like some vacation joint type shit? Cause you've been out there for a minute already. You say you caught the bike. Okay. Yo, enjoy that shit and the food. I know the food gotta be amazing, you heard? That's the same thing with like PR. Like, you know, you can go to these little restaurants and yeah, but yo, my grandma had the illest avocado tree in the back. And those avocados, yo, I'm not even lying to you. Them shits used to be like mad big. Like them shits, you go to the store and buy one of these little fucking green avocados or even the little Haas, the little brown joints. Yeah, they'll get you through and shit like that, but there's nothing like one of those real joints. Like, you know, them shits look like a guiro. Y'all know what a guiro is? The little thing that they use like the Spanish music, the little thing that they go like this with the little fork thing. What do you call, how do you say that's in Spanish? In English, I mean. Facts, he's shedding. Oh. Do you know what you call a guiro in English? Do you know how to say that? Guiration. I don't know how you say that shit. Yeah, but that's what those avocado looks like. Like they look like like a squash almost. Like the shape of those squashes and shit. How they big on the paws, kind of like a guitar, like a mini banjo or some shit like that. Those avocados from over there. You go over there, they be having the. I don't know if you like avocados, but man. Sexy J, that's a fact. Bacalaito. Yo, you know what my mom makes? On Italian bread, she makes the mashed bacalao with avocado. And they use that shit as a spread. Oh, yo, she used to, Mom, make me 2 sandwiches, please, for work. Dead ass. Man, that shit just made me. Yeah, the bacalaitos. Oh, you're talking about like the actual, yeah, they got the, and you know in Orlando, is it Orlando? Yeah, in Orlando they have the, I forgot what, Old Town. It's called Old Town. They have like a big ass parking lot of nothing but fucking food trucks. I'm talking about like, I don't want to say 100, maybe like 40, 50 food trucks. Yo, it's called Mansora in English. Copy. Sir Valentino, salute. They got a place in Orlando called Old Town. If you ever go to Old Town, If you ever go to Orlando, go to Old Town. Um, they have these. They have these alcapurias like 24 inches. Pause. You heard? Respectfully, E Money, salute. E Money. I said that yesterday. Somebody listen. Somebody took somebody went and blocked mad people. Oh, y'all going crazy in the chat. You heard? Yo, damn. I just thought I'm gotta go get me an avocado now. I'm gonna have me some chicken. I'm gonna breast some chicken tenders. That's what I'm having for damn. Yo, and some rice with a piece of aguacate. I'm about to go get one after this. Yo, Uncle Ralph, you know what's the shit with those pinchos? When they put that little piece of bread at the end, you heard? Man. Yo, my favorite shit is alcapuria. Alcapuria, you know, like relleno de papa, bacalaíto, empanada, like them shits, them they are, but to me, alcapurias every day, all day. I could do that. And you know what else I ain't gonna front? Morcilla. Pause. Oh my God, not the Puerto Rican ones. You heard? The Puerto Rican ones are massive. Respectfully, like like I said, you can get by you know what I'm saying. Go to the regular market and buy a regular ass avocado, but you go to PR and get one of those. My aunt used to mail them shits over here, that because it's like they're so much better. Respectfully, you heard? Nah, I could eat all that. I could eat all that. Pause. But to me, if I go to a place and I have, you know what I'm saying, like if I just go, I want, that's what I want, alcapuria. Shout out to Yassi for showing me how to make them. Since the summertime, she said she was gonna show me how to make them. Bobby Ramos, salute. I appreciate you pulling up. Hopefully, if she catches this, I'm not gonna listen. It could be 6 months from now. When I talk to her and be like, yo, alcapuria, you heard? Now I know she be busy and shit like that, and whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever she does. But I do remember that you heard her and Street Queen both said that they were gonna do a live and show me together. You heard on how to do that shit. For me to pull up that I ain't forget. I ain't forget. I forget what I want to forget. What I don't want to forget, I won't ever forget. You heard? No, I like to cook. I love to cook. And that's one of the things I never learned how to cook, respectfully. I never learned how to cook that shit. So I would like to know. You know what I'm saying? If somebody can teach me one time, from there is me. I'm getting busy, you heard? Hands. You over here, I'm gonna take a screenshot. It says Bobby Ramos says her comment says hands with 3 hearts. Up here it says Tay with 3 hearts. Huh. I did it yesterday too. It said a different name. Then I'm like, who the hell is that? When I looked at the TV, it said I can't remember who it was, but I know I took a screenshot of it. I'm gonna show that shit. I'm gonna show that shit in my live later. When I do a StreamYard, I'm gonna show that. So y'all can see I'm not tripping. It says hands again. No, it doesn't say hands again. Where's Shots go? Shots wanted. I bet you anything. I bet you if I go look, I bet you Shots started alive. You heard? And he's slinging man matruskis at y'all in the chat. You heard? Let me see. I'm about to tell you right now. Nah, he ain't Nah, he ain't do a live yet. But he might do a live, you heard? He probably will do a live, you heard, and he's probably gonna wow somebody up on that live. For real. Even though I think, like I said, sometimes it just goes left. It just goes left. There's nothing you can really say. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nicole. Oh, come on, B. Hey, yeah, that's a fact. It does come up different, but I don't understand why it says hands, like HANDS, and then they had the three hearts, and then when I look up there, it said Tay, then the three hearts. Yeah, I've been up here for a minute. It's weird because over here, the StreamYard, it tells you 1 hour, and you know what I'm saying? It'll tell you like the actual. Here it says 86 minutes and 35 seconds. You heard? 60 minutes is. I've been up here an hour and 26 minutes. Yeah, an hour and 26 minutes. That's wow crazy. You heard? I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody's live, and then if nobody goes live for a little bit. Because I did that shit yesterday. I got off my live. I said something about Street Queen a minute ago, and now she's here, and I wanted to wait till she was here. I forgot what I said. I can't remember right now. Yeah, yeah, I can't remember. I was gonna say something earlier, but I was like, I didn't see her. I don't remember now. I seen you earlier, and I went to ask something, and I scrolled, and I'm like, oh, she's not here, so I asked later, and I should have. I don't know. I remember. You quit what? What's the matter? Oh, yeah, they've been going in. You heard? Pause. Yesterday I did a live. When I got off my live, I was doing some cleanup stuff and stuff like that. But when I looked, I'm like, damn, nobody's going live. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go live. And because nobody was going live, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna, if nobody goes live, then I'll do it. Then I'll do the same shit today. You heard? I'm almost positive. I don't see shots anywhere anymore, so I'm almost positive he's setting up a live right now. You heard? If he does, man, y'all gotta go over there and put on for the go. Why y'all don't be going over there fucking with the smoke? Yo, my neighbor downstairs is an old ass lady, right? Shout out to her. But yo, like at 4 in the morning, I don't know what she be doing. I get up man early. She be grabbing the broomstick. I'm assuming it's the broomstick, cause she be banging on different parts of the fucking floor. You heard? 40. He probably saw you in none of the chat saying something. You heard? Listen, shout out to Top Shots, but he be in the. Y'all can see me? Can I hear me? Can y'all hear me? Uh, yo, Tommy, salute. Hey, Tommy, they said yesterday that I took everybody, all the black people wrenches, you heard? And I was like, what the fuck? Yo, people be doing the most, you heard? Hey, 40, sometimes motherfuckers would be somewhere else, just in the bushes, just watching, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you did, but maybe you was in another chat participating when they might have been bashing him or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Again, what? Nah, that's uh Nicole. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I feel like sometimes, you just it might get annoying to him. We don't know what happens when he turns off the camera. He might just, how they say you go outside and you're smiling and shit like that, but really inside you might be going through something and shit like that. I feel like maybe, he just. I'm not saying that's the case, but maybe it is. Maybe it does aggravate him sometimes. Maybe he's had enough and he might go crazy. You heard? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Look, a long time ago, when like I've been seeing Top Shots around. I've been even before I came to this side of the sector. I've been seeing him around. Um, I've seen with the things that he used to say and shit like that. When me and him first had a conversation, it was on DBN's panel, and you know what I'm saying. I told him, I'm like, you be saying some wild shit, and he's like, yo, respectfully, I only do it to people that put that on me first, and then once you put it on me, even if we get cool afterwards, you already put that shit on me. You heard? Pause, super super duper pause. Um, so I'm assuming that breakup to makeup shit. If you've crossed that line with him already, and he beats with you, like he's gonna always, you know, violate like that. I feel like that is the ultimate way of violating somebody. Like a man, that's the ultimate way of violating somebody. You send me all kinds of you send me all kinds of like super wild like he said it. He said it some I don't remember where he said it, but he said that shit before. Yo, I send the craziest of the craziest videos through DMs to these people. You heard? I saw him tell somebody the other day. I think it was KT. Shout out to KT. I think he said it to KT. He was like, yo, KT, check your DMs. I'm like, don't you dare. You heard? Don't you dare. That's a fact. That's what I said. If me and Shots ever have an issue, I'm never gonna violate him with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna violate him with that or his mom douche. You know what I'm saying? If I have an issue with him, I'll tell him the issue and then that's it. But I don't want him sending that shit to my DM. Respectfully, I don't. I don't. Because you don't ever know. You don't ever know who, you know what I'm saying? And you might, yo, what the fuck? I'm already a little traumatized. I'm already, that raisin, those raisin cookies and oatmeal cookie, the oatmeal cookie with raisins in them and the chocolate chip, that shit already had me fucked up mentally. You heard? That liver and steak already had me fucked up. I used to come home, I think, oh shit, my favorite dish is white rice with pepper, like we in English it's pepper steak kind of, but it's in Spanish it's bistec cebollado. You heard? I will come home and I will see that I'm like, yes, we're eating good today, right? Nigga be liver. I had trust issues, for real, since a little kid. Yo, my cousin Felix loves that shit. Yo, I don't know what's wrong. Shout out to Ralph. Nah, bro, that shit fucked me up for life. That shit fucked me up for life. You heard? You like that shit when you was little, or did you start liking it as an adult? I don't want to. I don't. No, respectfully, I'm not gonna say it's nasty, cause I feel like that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody comes in your crib and you're eating something, they're like, ugh, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm eating like that's disrespectful. You heard? You liked it as a kid too? Not me. My cousin Felix loves that shit. Or I don't know if it is that the same shit as liverwurst, cause he loves liverwurst sandwiches. You heard? Oh no, 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 no. I can't. I feel like I just don't like it. But that's all right. That's all right not to like it. You know what I'm saying? I used to eat escabeche de de molleja, but I would always eat it as a young kid. But as I got older, now I don't like mollejas. I eat the bananas in there. I eat the bananas, but I will not eat the mollejas. As a kid, I would want the fucking mollejas and not gizzards, chicken gizzards. That's what mollejas are. I would eat the When I was a kid, I would eat the gizzards and not the banana. As an adult, I eat the bananas and not the gizzards. Yo, you're a picky eater, Street Queen? Yo, you know, my son AJ eats every single. The only thing he does not eat is sauerkraut. The only thing he might they might there might be other things from other places, other cultures and shit like that that he might not like. But as far as anything that we ever went to eat anywhere, I'm talking about anything, liver, everything, heart, everything. He'll eat any and everything. He'll try. At least he'll try. The only thing he's ever tried and didn't like was sauerkraut. The only thing. I love sauerkraut. I love some sauerkraut. He hates that shit. My son Christian and Isaiah don't like tomatoes. They love fucking spaghetti. Love American Italian spaghetti. Don't like tomatoes. You make a sandwich and sometimes you go to you get a sub or something, and you know I get me they eat something. Okay, can I get a piece? Even for my own sandwich, I'm like, yo, this shit got tomatoes in it. Well, take the tomato. I'm like, you just ate your own food. Why am I? Don't come over here. You're gonna. They don't like tomatoes. They don't. They hate tomatoes. You don't like tomatoes either. That is normal food. Yeah, people eat heart. People love heart. Do you eat heart, Nicole? You ate tomatoes too? I love tomatoes. Tuna fish and tomatoes. Everything. I like tomatoes on. I don't have to eat it with tomatoes, but I like it. I just they don't it doesn't bother me. So it can be just like if I get a sub, if I go to a place I'm getting a sub, it has to have lettuce and tomatoes. It has to have lettuce and tomato. I find there's no purpose of making a sub without it. My kids, like Isaiah and Christian, there was a point where we would go somewhere and it'd be you go anywhere, even Wendy's. Can I get this without no tomato? No tomato. No tomato. Nicole, you like heart? What fry? What? G Mama, what do they fry with smothered in gravy? I'm sorry, I wasn't really. I was sometimes when I be talking, yeah, you guys say a couple comments and I really don't pay attention. But then when I stop and read, I have to scroll. I'm like, oh shit, liver, okay. Look, let me say something, right? The other day, yesterday, I want to say, or the other day, I was talking about tacos, right? And no, cow tongue. When I was younger, my mom's Puerto Rican. My mom's Puerto Rican. She made a cow tongue. Ugh, dead ass. I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that shit one bit. Ew. As an adult, a couple years ago, I went to Brooklyn and Uncle Ralph was talking about it. That food truck on what is it, 39th, I think it is. That food truck you're talking about, the Mexican joint. She ordered a bunch of tacos from the chicken carne asada, and I didn't know if it was cow tongue tacos too. I ate that shit. I guess the process to make it is totally different. I think the real Mexicans know how to make that shit, respectfully. You don't eat heart? I don't eat that crap either. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Cow tongue taco, but they gotta know how to make it. They gotta know how to make it. Cause I seen a video on Instagram of I don't remember when, some time back. And I seen the process of that shit. Like you gotta slow cook that shit to make that shit mad tender. You can't just put it in the oven for like an hour or some shit like that and think that shit's gonna come out good and shit. Cause it is yes. Yes. That like it's like pot roast. That should be the way they made it, that shit was like if you eat it, listen, if you go somewhere and you get a cow tongue taco and you don't know it's a cow tongue taco, you're gonna be like, this is amazing. Cause it tastes like beef, pause. It's mad tender, but it's the tongue. That shit is crazy to me. You heard? That's a fact. Street Queen, I bet you if you like tacos, I bet you somebody can get you. Listen, as a matter of fact, my cousin Nano owns a restaurant in Rochester and in Brooklyn on Mermaid Avenue. I'm gonna post it on my I'm gonna make a post about it and post it. If y'all in Brooklyn, it's called Nanos. Nenos. Nanos Gourmet. I don't remember the rest of it, but it's Nanos. It's called Nanos. You can Google it. It's on Mermaid Avenue. He just opened it last summer. No, not this summer that just passed. The one before that, I believe. He started off with a food truck in Rochester, and shit went berserk. Then he opened a restaurant. He still got the food truck. He goes to mad festivals with the food truck. Like, his shit's in the newspapers and all that. We're from Brooklyn, New Sunset Park. You know what I'm saying? So we still got mad family in Sunset Park. So from there, he went for when he opened the restaurant in Rochester. That shit it took off. So he opened one in Mermaid Avenue in Brooklyn. Listen, and I don't fuck with Big Irv, right? Big Irv, like I used to talk to Big Irv, like, you know what I'm saying. He's my boy. I put him on, and he took his wife. His wife was always busy working and shit like that. He waited till she had off, and he took her to that place, and he sent me mad, like, he texted me mad time, like, yo, this shit is mad good, respectfully. This shit is mad good. It's official. It's official. He does. He's doing his thing. My cousin's doing his thing. Yo, Uncle Ralph, check that shit out. If you're ever in Brooklyn, check that shit out. It's on Mermaid Avenue. You heard? There he is. Y'all can shoot John John. You heard? Yo, John John, I did the 10-minute segment on you today. You heard? That's a fact. Now, birria tacos are good as hell, too. I had them shits in his restaurant in Rochester. You know who went there, John John? I took Tanya there. You heard? Respectfully. No, I did take Tanya there. Ask her. Shout out to John John. We got our subscribers up. You heard? Yeah, there's a fact that I bet you Top Shots is going crazy somewhere right now. You know he's not the type to get wild on and not either that I'm telling you right now, either he's live wilding somebody up, or he's creating mad cartoons of people doing crazy stuff. Yeah, that's it right there. That's a fact. That's where it's at right there. You heard? Go look at the reviews and shit like that. Go look at the reviews on all that shit, and you'll see like he's official. He's official with it. Like dead ass. Had it been in, they got here from Mexico like straight illegal. I believe maybe in 2005, 5 or 6 maybe. About maybe 5 or 6 maybe 2005 or 6. He went and did everything legit. He's, you know what I'm saying, did everything to get legit. He's legit now. He's my age, and he's doing this thing. You heard? If y'all ever around, and y'all could, you know what I'm saying, y'all be alright. Yo, you know, they watching from the bushes. You heard? If y'all watching from the bushes, and you guys decide to call that place, make a place of order. You heard? Go support my cousin. You heard? Yo, You know what's a damn shame? I had cow tongue tacos and I thought they were amazing. I think they were even better than carne asada tacos, right? But if I go someplace, you will not see me saying, "Yeah, let me get a carne, let me get tacos of carne de lengua." You heard? I wouldn't. I'm not gonna do that. That's a fact. Ain't that crazy, right? Just the thought of it. Listen, I could see that shit when that shit was on. Like when I go to the grocery store, you see cow tongues all the time. Them shits got whiskers. Them shits like a huge, humongous fucking cat tongue. Hey yo, listen, I'm being dead serious. I think I'm capping. If y'all ever go there, and Neno's there, yo, and you know that it's all my whole family that works there. Plus, not my whole family, but immediate family, and you know, they some of their good friends and shit like that. But if y'all go there, tell them our Janet sent you. Yo, our Janet told me about this. Irv didn't do that because he just took his wife out. Yo, I told him to. Um, when I went to the one in Rochester, it was the chick had a mask on. It was about COVID time. It was in 2022 when I went, and I'm like, yo, is Neno here? Cause I know he goes between that one and the one in New York, and she was like, yeah, he's in the back. I said, can you go get him? She was like, who are you? I was like, can you just please go get him? He came back. He was like, "Oh shit, cuz it's in there. Yo, get him nachos in there. I got the works." You know what's even crazier? The one in Rochester. I don't know about the one in New York, in Brooklyn. The one in Rochester, they didn't have It was bring your own. He didn't have a liquor license, so he didn't So you bring your own beer or your own liquor. I went right next door, and across the street there was a store, and next door to that there was a liquor store. I got a little bottle and a beer. You could bring that shit in. And the one in Rochester, I don't know about the one in Brooklyn. And he's just not responsible for that shit. You heard? That shit was fire though. That shit was fire. You heard? The food was delicious. And they go look at the reviews. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna hit him up and be like, yo, bro, you gotta do something, bro. I'm over here on my live and shit talking about your shit. You heard? Yo, G Mama, listen, even though last couple of years I haven't eaten pork, not for no religion reasons, but that was one of my favorite dishes when I was little too. You heard? We was just talking about that shit, like pig feet and white rice and with the garbanzo beans. It's just mad sticky, but that shit was good as hell. I'm not exposing nothing. You heard? I'm advertising. Let me tell you something. Rich Martinez is from Rochester, right? I was on his live one day, and I was telling him, I'm like, yo, you should go, because I think I'm almost positive his wife, he likes tacos. I said, yo, go check it out. She can pull up to the restaurant. Drip, salute. She can pull up to the restaurant. More than gladly to go tell him to pull up to the restaurant on that type of time. Tell him to pull up to Mermaid Avenue on that type of time. And Henny's not even gonna be there, you heard? But I was telling Rich Martinez, I'm like, yo, my people's got a restaurant up there. And he looked it up, he had it, he posted the restaurant and everything, and the little commercials that they have a commercial. Strico, you're missing out on life. Listen, I heard the key to a woman's heart is through food, right? You're missing out on good food. I'm just saying. If you're a person, I believe you say you like pork, don't you? You would like pig feet and shit like that. The drum work, fat. Call them Nick Cannon. You heard? They're not playing over there. Like this is where my people's is from. You heard? Go with 100 people if you want. And they're legit with it. You know what I'm saying? They're legit with it. When you come to their place of business with some nonsense. But this is not what I'm up here for. I'm up here to just say, you know what I'm saying, if you're in the city and shit like that, you have a, like it's official, respectfully. You love pork but not feet. You're missing out on life. If you eat pig feet are good. It's good, respectfully. You eat the what do you call that? The tripe. But is tripe from a pig or from the cow? Yeah, I was about to say tripe is from a cow. You eat ears, intestine, but no feet. What? You eat morcilla? Yo, you funny as hell, 40th Street. Now Tassa's gonna make a cartoon out of me. You heard? Guts? Nah, I don't eat guts. Just rearrange them. You heard? No disrespect. It's just my mind works in that manner. You heard? That's how my brain works. It just automatically. It's like what do you call that shit? Wittiness. You heard? It's like just you know what I'm saying? I know I shouldn't say that shit. Oh, yo, you on your children shit. From Bumbly, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Morcilla, yo, when I was a kid, I didn't remember eating morcilla that had rice in it. But then afterwards, I remember I had a morcilla and it had pieces of rice in it. I thought that was weird. Morcilla, you eat morcilla, you gotta do that shit when you're at home. You can't do that shit while you out or if you're about to if you're about to be somewhere just chilling. Cause you're gonna have mad morcilla between your teeth, you heard? Or longaniza. Longaniza be busting too, you heard? I like Mexican chorizo, pause. And I like longaniza. Longaniza has the shit too. I ain't even gonna phone with some scrambled eggs. Gee, mama, reading that traumatized me. You heard? I heard fish head soup though is mad good for you. Like I heard that shit is wild good for you. You heard? For real. But like, come on. What did the eyes got to do with anything? You heard? That's what I'm saying about the cow tongue. The cow tongue, that shit was like who the hell wants to eat a fucking that shit got whiskers in it? Suck the eyes out of the fucking fish, the fish head. You didn't read her comment? It said my Trinidadian grandma would eat fish head soup. She would suck the eyeballs out and eat them. Ugh, it traumatized. That shit just traumatized me too. You heard? Uh, it's the lining of the the stomach of a cow. Tripe is. It's good though. I like tripe soup. We make what is it called? Not mondongo. Mondongo's a soup that is made out of tripe. That shit's banging. You heard? Listen, when I was younger, we went to a restaurant and my mom asked me what did I want, and I said I thought I was saying mofongo, and I said mondongo, and the lady bought me out this plate of soup, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I said mondongo instead of mofongo. That shit had me tight as hell, and I had to eat that shit. My mom was like, "You're not wasting like that shit. Not good. I gotta pay for that shit." I learned the difference real quick. You heard? What you want? Some Campbell? Some Campbell Lipton soup? You want some Lipton soup with some salchichas in there? It's playful. Salute. Joyce. Wait. I seen Joyce around. Who's Joyce? You see Trey's in here? Is that Trey's? Joyce? Hey Ralph, is is that Trey's? With potatoes and salchichas, you heard? I didn't. I told you somebody went and blocked all my accounts yesterday. Go look at my live. Go look at my last live from yesterday. Go read. Go watch that one. Let me go see. Somebody's probably blocking motherfuckers again. You heard? Niggas ain't shit, B. Let me go, cause I unblocked you. You was blocked, and you were one of the people that were blocked, and I unblocked you. Nah, hold on, Trace. I'm about to find you right now. Somebody went yesterday. Look, since I cleaned up. I left the ladies with wrenches, and I took the wrenches from the guys, right? Because it's been just a headache, right? No disrespect to nobody. Look at Uncle Ralph. I fuck with Uncle Ralph. Look at John John. I fuck with John John. You heard? But when I look, after I finished my live yesterday announcing that, somebody went and blocked everybody and their mama. Your Trace account is blocked? I thought I unblocked it yesterday. I said even Trace got blocked. Everybody. MacMean, DBN, KT, Ming, Top Shots, Ralph, Rich. No, I know who it was. It was that because they stopped blocking people. You heard? They might have blocked Trace again while I was busy unblocking people. They might have unblocked. They might have blocked Trace again. So I just gotta go down the list again. But I took 212's wrench, it hasn't happened no more. They blocked El Plaga yesterday. I'm like, come on. But they didn't do it again. But let me find Trace because they did go back and do a couple. Hibachi was blocked. I'm like, damn it, even Hibachi? He just got here. Let me find you, Trace. Hold on a second. You heard? Yo, that food I ain't gonna front. That shit got me a little hungry. You heard? And it all started from the avocado. I've seen that account too before. That Joyce joint. Lansky came into my chat yesterday when I was talking about the wrenches. Like when I took the wrenches, I was taking that break. He came into my chat, and then after I finished when I realized that people were getting blocked, I went, everybody was blocked. I'm like, this is crazy, yo. Bunch of fucking I know who it was. I know exactly who it was. It was this prick. Doom, salute. My bad. I'm looking through these Doom, you were blocked too yesterday, you heard? Everybody got blocked yesterday. I had to go down my whole subscription list and unblock every single body. I'm like, this is some bullshit, you heard? I'm like, listen, for the most part, most of us be talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? We talk our shit. One person that don't be on here talking shit is Rich Martinez, you heard? Rich Martinez don't be talking shit to nobody. And he was out of here, you heard? I'm like, damn, y'all did Rich like that too? Y'all could have skipped over Rich. You heard? The U is right here. Nah, which one is it? It says, it's not the Big Trays one? I told you I unblocked you. That one is the Big Trays one, but I'm gotta look for your other account. I might not be subscribed to that account, Trace, drop it in the type it in the chat so I can look it up in the. I might not. I might be. Hold on, let me check. I might be subscribed to it. Yeah, cause I get notifications. What is it? Write it in the Trace. Write it in the chat so I can look it up through. So I can type it in, cause I can't find it in the subscriptions. You heard? So I can go up there and unblock that shit. Yo, they blocked everybody yesterday. I made a live about it. Oh shit, John 5, that's what's up, you heard? Salute to you. Oh, John 5, I know who that is now. Yo, Trace, write that account in the chat so I can go and unblock it, you heard? It's called something, James Johnson, maybe? Hold on, James Johnson, yeah. Yo, they blocked everybody yesterday, yo. That shit is crazy to me, you heard? What's your profile picture? You know what? I find it right now. I'll find it. All I gotta do is go to one of to that live, to a live where you're at, and just click on it. You heard? Yo, look, with the gym thing, I love the gym for real. Look, on Thursday or Friday, I'd be looking forward to that Saturday because I don't gotta get up and go. But on Sunday, I'm already waiting to go. I know I'm subscribed to you. I just probably overlooked the name. You heard? Because I was looking for big trays. Um, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So yesterday, like Monday mornings, I'd be hype about that shit. Believe it or not, I'd be super hype. Yo, people be doing the most. You heard? Like that shit was crazy to sit here and you gotta whoever did it. I know who it was. You heard? Cause they ain't do it again since I took his wrench. E Money just came in here a second ago. He had a wrench. Yeah, somebody here. Nah, that's not. I'm not cool with that. You heard? Trace, I'm not cool with that shit. I gotta take care of that. You heard? I knew I had them blocked. They even blocked the big Trace account. You heard? Cause I knew I went in there and unblocked that shit. I'm like, damn, even Trace wasn't even around. Harlem, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. They even Harlem Romeo got blocked. You heard? I was like, everybody got. I'm talking about they motherfuckers went on a blocking spree. You heard? Yo, they blocked El Plaga. You heard? They wanted El Plaga to make a movie out of me. Don't worry, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you from one of the from Jay's live. You heard? I mean, like I said, I enjoy that shit. So to me, it's not really to go. Like I enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I've tried to do that shit in the evening. Like in the I've been tired before and be like, I'll do it in the morning. I'll do it later on this evening. It comes the evening time and I don't even want to do it. You heard? I find it more I find it more like it's kind of like drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It motivates me. It gets me mad hype. I be full of like adrenaline and shit like that. I don't know. That shit, if I feel like it gives me energy. I'd rather do that shit in the morning, early in the morning. I find it. I gotta go to one of Top Shots or Jay's lives or something like that, and find that and look for when and just look for you in there and shit. I gotta have a wrench though, so I can click it and go to your channel and then. Oh, I could do it here. Hello. Oh no, I can't do it here. I was about to click the channel you're on now, but that's not it. Yo, we was talking about food. I ain't even gonna lie. I wasn't even hungry. Y'all talking about food? That shit made me hungry than a motherfucker. I know you was creating something. I said that shit. I say the Top Shots is live right now, slinging mad matruski everywhere, or he's creating something for the motherfuckers that were talking shit about him in here. You heard? That's what I said. If I ever get into any smoke with Top Shots, I'm not about to argue with and violate him like that. He is not gonna fucking put me doing anything to any matruskis. Yeah, that's a fact. I find you though. I find you because I know. Give me a second. Cause if I ever get into it with Top Shots in an argument, I might be like fuck you and shit like that. But like putting mook allegations on him or calling him or violating him, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing any of that. You know why? Because next you know, say, yeah, y'all know the vibes. Nah, you're not about to do me like that. Pause. No, absolutely not. Yeah, right. You're gonna do me like that. Fuck out of here. I mean, I wanna be doing some crazy shit. No, hell no, I'm not doing no crazy shit. You heard? Yeah, Tasha's a pimp. You heard? Pimping ain't easy, but somebody's gotta do it. I gotta find a life you're in. You heard? You don't be in none of these lives sometimes. Hey, Trace, go comment on I'll find you. Give me a second, man. I'll find you. Trey, Jay got all these extra pages and shit, the 2.0, and you know what I'm saying? Yo, that hater was on some hating shit, you heard? Oh, yeah, what y'all got, respectfully, what you guys get to eat? Yo, I'm sorry. Listen, like my mama said, yo soy un afrentado, you heard? I don't care if I just ate. Y'all said talking about food, I'm like, yo, what you got? What you make? Somebody said, yo, I'm cooking. What you cooking? I just want to know. I'm nosy, you heard? Green eyes. Henny, step into my office. No doubt. I'm new to this, you heard? I just started doing lives in July. I know who's a, I know I know somebody that had a bacon, egg, and cheese spit on. Not he didn't eat it though. With toast, that's a fact. I like toast. I don't eat turkey bacon. I'll do. You know that how am I not subscribed to the to your to the James Johnson joint? That's where we did the interview at. See, I can't. My brain doesn't let me just chill. My brain is like, yo, go find that shit. Yo, somebody came in here with a troll account yesterday. They had me doing this crazy stuff with my face, like, like, and I know who it is. I know who it is. All because his girl. Yeah, I'm not gonna be messy up here. You heard? I feel like I posted the jump. Appreciate you, Green Eyes. What's wrong with my headline, nigga? Fuck you mean? What you thought I was busy? What you? I got a big scar right there. What you mean? I got on my hair, B. No grays. I don't gotta dye nothing or nothing. You heard? I know I'm getting. Yo, in uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 17 days, I'll be 45. You heard? 1911, 45 has been my favorite pistol all my life. You heard? Curious about a hairline. What you think? My shit look back? What you think? I had the drop top like you? Not fucking with you. Nah, I'm not bald, nigga. I just got short hair, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? My dad had, we Mexican, you know what I'm saying? And Puerto Rican. We got good hair. And he said he wants to look at the hairline. Oh shit, my bad. Y'all probably talking to me. Yo, that's a fact, Green Eyes. Another week, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know, that's why I be up here popping my shit and laughing, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been supposed to die, you heard? Been supposed to die. And these so-called people that said I'm supposed to die couldn't even fuck with the kid. Physically, like, in the physical at all. Like, these niggas be fucking weirdos, you heard? Doing all that matrushki sucking, you heard? But you tell them to turn on their camera, them niggas look like they dying, you heard? Look at Stain. Look at Stain. I'm over here. I'm going on the rabbit hole. You see how quick I'm just saying. That man turns on his camera. Everything that he's going through, that Yeah. Everything that he's going through, what he just wishes, you heard? So they gotta put the worst of the worst. Mel wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not even trying to be messy on this live like that, you know? Even though the chat did get a little crazy earlier, um, I didn't want to get messy. You know what I'm saying? Like Henny, I could do whatever y'all want. All I'm saying, right, is I wouldn't have. I can't find you, Trace. I gotta go through a live. And if I had a wife that was separated from her husband for some time, for 12 years, and she's still going on panels to this day and talking about other people, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. So that's what you want to, okay, go. Ándale, ándale. Ándale, ándale. You heard? Look how he sits. Let me take the green screen off. Hold on. He said, fuck is you doing, B? You heard? Appreciate that. You just turned 30? Salute to that, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember being 30. That's a fact. Thank you, Tay. Um, yeah, I don't have minimum gray. I don't got no grays. Respectfully, I got a big old scar right here, though. That was a baseball bat, you heard? They say I didn't get hit by no fucking baseball bat. Motherfuckers be doing the most, you know what I'm saying? That's not something I'm proud of. It's not. It's not. That's something I don't even, you know what I'm saying? But that's just something that happened to me. And I said it before, and then people say that that's a lie. This, the fuck I'm alive for? That was the day you was born in 96? Um, in 96, I was 15. Yo, respectfully, I believe that Green Eyes about the swings in the park. You heard? Because sometimes you might walk by a park and you might see two people chilling and shit like that, but that's because they say, oh, somebody's coming, hurry up, just act normal. But once you keep walking, they back at it. I just seen a video on Instagram earlier where the chicken, the dude in the water, you know what I'm saying? That they was, it looked like they was in a wave pool. You heard? And there was no waves. Bruce is chilling. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm such a devil. I'm such a monster, you heard? That she sits and watches and oh, he just said he was just flipping on John John. That's what she said about the last time, you heard? I'm like, that's crazy. Come on, Top Shots. Zulu Nation in 96 wasn't the same time that that Tyson was getting, he died me. Yo, what is that 6'7" shit? I keep seeing that. What is that 6'7" shit? Appreciate that, Uncle Ralph. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. You heard? I'm serious though, right? That's something I would be like, what? He did what? I was, I was getting a phone call. My shit is on Do Not Disturb, but I learned this just from earlier today. I seen on the top, I had a little voicemail, so I knew that somebody was calling me. Um, I would not, listen, if I found out later on that that was going on, that'd be something I'd be like, hell no, I wasn't a part of that shit. You heard? Yeah, Tay, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying though, what does it? I know they. That's why she's saying it, kids and shit like that. But I don't understand what it means. Do you know what it means? Yeah, I know that Top Shots. I know that they were like originals and shit like that. But a person who cheats. Oh, okay. A person who cheats. Got it. Can you hear me now? Y'all can't hear me? You can hear me? Okay. I was about to say, y'all can't hear me? I know when somebody's calling, my shit freezes. Like, I'm like, you heard? I was nervous. I'm like, oh shit, I've been talking. People are probably, I'm not even, because I've scrolled up to read the past comments and shit like that. So I'm like, damn, they probably been telling me they can't hear me and shit like that. And I'm over here just yapping away. Not too bad out here. I, um, Now you know why I don't be coming outside, because this motherfucking dog be tripping, yo. I be telling my neighbor, he be telling me to throw water on him. But I'm not about to be throwing water on fucking other people's dogs and shit like that. They like, yo, spray him with water. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that shit. But man, I be like, sometimes, yo, listen, there was a point where I would smoke, I put it in the air, right? And the only reason I'm saying this because we got people, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get Henny in any way possible. They're trying to paint all kind of. That's why I hope that they take clips from yesterday and try to say, oh, like he acting, because I got the whole shit. No. But anyways, so I get up at mad early. I get up at 4 sometimes, you heard? And first thing I would do is make me coffee and go outside and put one in the air, right? At that time, fucking dog, I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, why is you even outside at this time? He's like, yo, throw water on the dog. Yo, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I'm not doing that to you, dog. Put a muzzle on that motherfucker, you heard? Copy. Copy, Green Eyes. Copy. Makes sense. Makes sense now. Cause I'm thinking about like how you just put that shit, how you just explained it and shit. So it could be a mama huevo to laugh or to tell a person you're dealing with that it's cheating. You heard? Got it. That's a fact. Bajando. You came up with 6'7"? Um, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that shit around, and I always wonder what the fuck it was. You heard? Respectfully, you're a trendsetter. You heard? That's what's up. Yo, we've been up here for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it wasn't supposed to be this long of a live. Respectfully, I only wanted to do an hour, but we was chilling. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing. Trace, I'm gonna see if I can find you. You know what I'm saying? Like in one of the old lives and shit, like Jay's or some shit. And unblock you. Heard? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? The on my subscribers list, I see big trays. You know what I'm saying? That one's unblocked, but I'll find you. You heard? I'll fix that shit. Salute to everybody. Salute to all the ladies that came through. So, uh, I, I'm clueless too. You heard? Shout out to every single lady that pulled up. Sexy J, Humble Gemini, Tay, Street Queen, G Mama, Bobby Ramos. Salute to all the fellas. Chilling with Love, West Coast Jess. I don't know, East Coast Jess came, but salute to her too. You heard? Oh, Chrissy. Is that her name? Chrissy? Chrissy. Tay's sister, right? Nicole. The only thing I like better on this on the vertical is that the message I could see the messages right here. You know what I'm saying? I can scroll. I don't have to go on the other device and shit like that. If I missed anybody, my apologies. You heard? I'm not trying to be funny. Rich Martinez, salute. Rich, you wanna hear something crazy? Go ahead, do a stream, y'all. I pull up. Yeah, do a stream, y'all. Trace. Pull up with your Trace account over there so I can unblock you. You heard? Cause I can click. I got a wrench over there. I can click it, Joe. Unless Top shook the wrench. You heard? But Rich, I was saying this quick before I leave, right? Yesterday, you know, I did a little bit of cleaning and shit. Yo, somebody went into my account with a wrench and blocked everybody. You was on the block list. You heard? Yeah, Chrissy, there you go. I wasn't bugging. I was trying to remember, you heard? Uh they blocked you, Rich. I'm like, come on, y'all could block everybody, but leave Rich alone, yo. Man, I had to unblock you. I'm like, that shit was crazy, you heard? That shit was crazy. Shots, I'm gonna give you a few minutes so you can set that shit up, you heard? Why are you still here? Not Shots, don't do that. Don't do that. You know which direction I'm trying to go with, you heard? Don't do that. Don't say that. Go start the... Yo, I thought you went to go start a stream yard, bro. Halo, salute, you heard? Hey, yo, look at Tay. Look at Tay. Tay's playing Cupid. Uh, uh, Brother-in-law. Now I'm not Peekaboo Henny no more, or Snowman Frosty the Snowman Henny. Hands, yo, Nicole, I swear, this shit says hands, and then I look up there and it says Tay. That's weird. Like, how the hell is it switching names? That's crazy. Hey, yo, Chrissy, your sister was calling me Frosty the Snowman Henny. You heard? John, you too. Your shit says hand. That's crazy. That shit says hand. Like fucking vertical. Don't know how to. Vertical's illiterate now. Yo, why? Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we'll talk about it. You heard? We can talk about that shit, Green Eyes. Hey, Top Shots. I hope you're setting up that stream yard right now. I hope you're not just in the chat, just chilling. You heard? Nah, I fuck with Top Shots. I fuck with Top Shots. He's Yeah. See you later, Chrissy. What? That's what you mean? No, I took a screenshot of the because somebody wrote Tay or John just wrote Tay in the chat. On here it says hands. Like that's why I said verticals illiterate. I took a screenshot so I can show y'all that I'm not bugging. They when I look at the on the TV it says Tay. When I look on here it says hands. I don't understand that. Like why the fuck is the phone doing that? Why is not coming up the same way? That's a fact. That's a fact. Ralph. Yo, shout out to Goods the Animal. You heard? I fuck with him. Nah, I took a pic I took a screenshot of the shit to show y'all that when he wrote Tay, it comes out, and Nicole did it too. Nicole wrote Tay and it says hands over here. I don't understand that. Yeah, she was saying that yesterday that was her blood sister and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's fire. Yeah, it's a fact. Sometimes, I know how that should be. Sometimes, that's my cousin or that's my sister. Most likely it's usually not, but you know what I'm saying? She's saying it's her sister and shit. It's kind of like, it's the same shit like with bros. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's my bro and shit like that. But sometimes they really be your cousin or really be your brother and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I hope Top set up this this live and shit like that. We're gonna go over there. You heard? I don't know. Sometimes he be a little messy and shit like that, but we've been up here for. I don't like the way this shit is set up though. That shit says 153 minutes, 6:12, almost 3 hours. No, 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 not almost 3 hours. Sorry, 2 hours and 35 minutes maybe. Yeah, 2 hours and 27 minutes, respectfully. Why you gonna F me up? What did I do? Shout out to DBN, you heard? He came through and showed love. I honestly stayed on to give Top Shots a little quick minute to set up his stream, y'all, you heard? Oh, he's on. He's on. I see y'all over there, you heard? I see y'all over there. Peace and blessings to everybody. Shout out to all the ladies, you heard? Shout out to the fellas. We appreciate y'all pulling up and showing me love. It's all love, you heard? I see y'all back. I see you maybe later on, you heard? I'm gonna see you over there in Top Shots. Peace, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'7", you heard? I don't know how tall Artie is. Peace, y'all.